if you think about the narrative that's been used against the EU, they've been blamed for everything. Well, I do think there's a recognition from both sides that we really are at the end of the road in terms of Turkish membership of the EU. I mean, perhaps all those years ago it wasn't really a very realistic prospect, but they've got locked into this, vicious circle, which has been very damaging. But of course, we're waiting to see which side will actually blink first, and at the moment, that's very difficult to predict. I wouldn't expect them to make a statement which says they recognise a free and fair referendum because they're waiting for the results of the OSCE final report. So we've seen already the narrative from President Erdogan, who said he doesn't care anyway what the EU or anybody else says. That also puts at risk, economic investment into Turkey, and having, or increasing economic investment, having a more stable economic climate, getting more foreign investment is very crucial to the Turkish authorities at this time, because there's been a bit of a dip in the economy, let's say, and they need to stable it and get foreign investment back into the country.
To keep this agreement with at least the accession process with the EU, or?
Well, I think if they were to bring back the death penalty, it would be very difficult for the EU not to suspend the accession process. But I mean, that said, we have to remember this process has basically been dead almost since the day it was launched back in 2005. Well, I mean, perhaps for months and months there's been this debate over will he or won't they rip up the agreement. Of course, Ankara could do that, maybe they won't do it. I mean, I personally believe this agreement gives Turkey leverage over the EU, so why on earth would they destroy it? I mean, I think rather than asking whether or not Turkey is going to cancel the agreement, the EU should be far more focused on getting their own policy together. Their migration policies, giving more support to Greece, etc., rather than basically placing all the emphasis on whether Turkey will break the agreement or not.